Most people expected a Jurassic World Evolution 3 announcement at the Game Awards yesterday. And I had some hope too, just a little, just enough to sit through the entire 3.5 hour show, which ended at 5 AM for me. Unfortunately, there was no official reveal for Jurassic World Evolution 3, nor a second trailer for Jurassic Park Survival. Before I talk more about the mystery of the missing Jurassic World Evolution 3, I first want to share the news of something dinosaur related that was revealed at the Game Awards. A new Turok game called Turok Origins. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Even though it wasn't the announcement we were hoping for, I think there is a big part of the dinosaur gaming community really excited to see a new iteration of this game. I personally never played the original Turok game, so I'm curious to check it out when this comes out. Unfortunately, we don't know yet when that will be. It's already available for wishlist, but there's no expected arrival date yet. Not gonna lie though, when this popped up, I did perk up in my seat thinking, oh, maybe Jurassic Park Survival, but immediately the foliage was like, stop clowning Evo, come on now. Jurassic Park Survival, I didn't have any hope for to see at the Game Awards. The first trailer premiered at last year's show, and it's been pretty much radio silence since then, except for a few additional images released, which I covered in a previous video. Everyone is expecting this game to be cancelled because a game with the same name suffered such a fate in 2001, and because the publisher Saber Interactive went through some changes getting sold from their parent company. But there has been no announcement of Jurassic Park Survival having been cancelled, and in fact, when you go to Saber's website, the very first thing you see is Rexy herself. Most likely, the sale of the company just led to some delays, which means that first trailer last year was, with the benefit of hindsight, shared too early, and we'll just have to be patient for more. And speaking of being patient, Frontier is making us wait as well for that Jurassic World Evolution 3 announcement, and that is what this video is about. That is what I want to talk about. By the way, if you want to stay up to date on all of the news about Jurassic World Evolution 3, whenever that will come, then subscribe to the channel. Before I share the 2 theories I have about how the marketing cycle of the game might kick off, one of those theories I haven't seen anybody else bring up yet, I first want to assure/remind people that Jurassic World Evolution 3 is not some fever dream that we all collectively had, and that it's not real. It is real. Frontier has already publicly confirmed they are working on a 3rd Jurassic World game. I won't rehash the info here, I've done a full video on all of that as soon as it happened, so I will link that here if you missed it or you need to refresh your memory and assure yourself. But the core message is, it's happening. And recently, web domains for a Jurassic World Evolution 3 have been registered. You might have noticed that in the past I always said Jurassic World Evolution 3 or whatever it will be called. But the registration of these web domains confirm what we already suspected, that the upcoming game, the second sequel, will indeed be called Jurassic World Evolution 3. And it is also the registration of these web domains that fed into the hope and expectation of many that the Game Awards would be the event of choice for the official announcement with a short pre-render trailer. And don't get me wrong, an announcement at the Game Awards would have made perfect sense. With the movie premiering in July of 2025, a safe bet would be that the game releases around the same time, possibly repeating the launch of the first Jurassic World Evolution, which released a month before the movie Fallen Kingdom. With that time frame in mind, the Game Awards were the last big game event where Universal and Frontier could have gotten a lot of eyes on their official game announcement. And that's why I did sit through that entire 3.5 hour show, which ended at 5 AM for me, because there was a small chance that it was gonna happen, and I wanted to be sure that if it was gonna happen, I could bring you the news right away. So I hope that maybe I've earned a like by completely messing up my day-night cycle, just to be sure. Of course, as said, as is now well known, there was no Jurassic World Evolution 3 announcement at the Game Awards. Which begs the question, when? When will the game be officially unveiled? For me, the reason I had doubts about the Game Awards being the moment is because in my mind, I couldn't imagine the trailer for the game releasing before the trailer for the movie. That was just a gut feeling though, because both Jurassic World Evolution 2 games actually did have their trailers released before the accompanying movie trailer. So obviously my gut feeling was based on absolutely nothing. It's just that we're waiting for both trailers right now, whereas in the past, the game and movie trailers were quite spread out. Jurassic World Evolution 1 got announced really early, almost a year in advance of the game's launch and months ahead of Fallen Kingdom's first trailer. And for Dominion, the movie got delayed, so again the trailer for the game came out months earlier. Right now though, for Rebirth and Jurassic World Evolution 3, I feel like both trailers need to happen ASAP. People underestimate how long a marketing cycle is for big games and a big movie. Big movies typically have their first trailer 6 months ahead of release. Games often get their pre-rendered first trailer as early as a year ahead. The longer the time between the trailer and the release, the more chance you have at reaching the most people, which is obviously what you want to sell tickets and games. So with that in mind, that I was thinking both should be happening right about now, I was thinking it's gonna be the movie first and then the game. Well, I'm still clowning myself and expecting a Jurassic World Rebirth trailer in December. There are some uncorroborated rumors that the trailer will come on the 16th, which is next Monday, so stay tuned, fingers crossed. But that date, as I said, seems to have come out of thin air. I can't verify that it has come from a reliable source, and I will say the community is rife with rumors that get out of hand, with the trailer prediction date being the least problematic one, honestly. But you know, confirmation bias. I'm expecting a trailer for the film before the end of the year, so who knows, maybe the 16th of December. I'll let you know. If the movie does get its trailer in December, I think the game trailer can be hot on its heels. It won't be during a big event because there aren't gonna be any. It will just get announced by Frontier themselves, like they recently did with Planet Coaster 2. No big event, just their own socials and further promotion in their own live streams. Frontier did announce that they have a pre-recorded livestream planned for December.
Yeah, we'll be back in December for a pre-recorded show. We've got some more news for you in December, so we'll have a show going out. Date to be confirmed.
No date for it yet, which feels suspiciously mysterious. They could have just skipped their monthly livestream due to the holiday, so the fact that they bother to pre-record something makes me think there is something to announce. Maybe the stream will just be about the very poorly received new DLC for Planet Coaster 2, that's very possible. Or maybe there is a bigger announcement planned. It's definitely possible, because if Jurassic World Evolution 3 releases close to the movie, there's no big game event that's suitable for the announcement trailer, so they're likely on their own with that one. So based on absolutely nothing other than that same gut feeling, I'd say we gotta keep our eyes on Frontier in December and January. And over the months afterwards, they'll do their species profiles and park manager clips, and then possibly end with a bang with a big gameplay trailer at Summer Games Fest next summer in early June. You know, the type of trailer that ends with "available tomorrow," as a last big push in the marketing ahead of the game's launch. But there's another possibility that I want to put out there. The reason the hype for a trailer at the Game Awards was skyrocketing was because it was the last event that made sense if the game releases alongside the movie in summer of 2025. If the game releases alongside the movie. But we don't actually know that. It's a very logical assumption, don't get me wrong, I'm on board, it makes sense, but it's not guaranteed. Jurassic World Evolution 2 had its final DLC this year. I know it feels like it's ages ago, but it was March of this year. Jurassic World Evolution 1 received its final DLC in December of 2019, and the new game didn't get announced until June 2021, to be released in November 2021, and a predominant reaction of the community was, "That feels a little soon to me." It's also interesting to note that November is a very popular month for Frontier to release games, probably because close to Christmas it makes their games a good Christmas gift, or, you know, the inevitable DLC that gets released a month later makes a good Christmas gift. Planet Coaster 2 launched in November, Planet Zoo launched in November, the original Planet Coaster launched in November. Jurassic World Evolution 2 launched in November. See where I'm going with this? maybe Jurassic World Evolution 3 launches in November 2025, months after the movie. This gives Frontier's developers more time to work on the game after just finishing Jurassic World Evolution 2's last DLC in March and Planet Coaster this November. It also gives paying customers more time to take a breath, save up for the next big purchase, and not feel like it's too soon after the end of Jurassic World Evolution 2. With the release in November, the first trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 2 could premiere bombastically at Summer Games Fest on June 7, 2025. The same event that premiered the announcement trailer for Jurassic World Evolution 2 in 2021. That way, Frontier can do their big marketing moves right around the maximum movie hype and then release a few months later. Personally, I am antsy for the next iteration of the game, so it's not the route that I'm hoping for, and it's also not the route that I consider most likely. I think a release along with the movie is the most likely, but I wanted to throw the possibility of a June Summer Games Fest announcement and a November release out there, because I haven't seen anybody bring up that possibility yet. Let me know in a comment down below what you think. And of course, subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all of the news, as well as the fun builds we'll be doing in Jurassic World Evolution 2 in the meantime. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and until next time, enjoy the game!